So today I wanted to have a bit of a chat about where's your focus. It was interesting because I was having a chat with a new client yesterday, and some of the things that came up, one of the main reasons that she's working with me is to develop some confidence, some more confidence. She's running her own business and she doesn't have as many clients as she wants in her practice. So she works in a different area than I do. She's a professional woman and she really wants to build her confidence so that she can put herself out there more. And it was interesting because in coaching sessions, when we're having a chat, we generally focus on, well, the way that I run things is I'll spend a lot of time speaking about two main things. One of those things is the internal stuff that's going on around boundaries and confidence and all of the internal thought processes that are going on. And then we'll also speak about the external around the actions that's going to happen based on the internal shifts that have been made. Basically with the way that sessions will quite often run is there's no point, I don't think, in just focusing on what actions somebody needs to take, because you know what, if the internal stuff was working really well and was all congruent and was all aligned and was all intact, then we probably wouldn't be having the conversations, or they would have already taken the action, you see. Good morning, Kristen, how you going? So when I'm working with somebody, I always talk about the internal, and then what I like to do is make sure that the client walks away with some really clear aligned actions. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of internal shifts that need to happen with us when we are taking action and moving forward. Lovely to see you, Kristen. Thanks for saying hi. Now, as I said, there's two parts to this. The first part is the internal, and it's all about the internal shifts. It's talking about, the confidence and what's behind the lack of confidence. It's about our commitment to ourselves generally first, and then to our careers or our families or whatever it is that, I work with women leaders, so wherever they're leading in their lives. And it's also quite often around boundaries and where we're setting our boundaries or not setting boundaries or not maintaining our boundaries. And then, as I said, I like to be able to go into talking about actions so that, okay, so what are you going to do with the information we talked about today? Because all of our actions are driven by our internal, what's going on internally. If all of that's aligned, then you'll find that we're able to take action and move forward more easily and effortlessly. Hi, Shivani, nice to see you. Now, what's really interesting about this is because when things aren't aligned, that's when we come up with things like procrastination, boredom, like lack of action, confusion, like all of those things that are preventing us from doing the things that we really want to be doing or that we know deep down will move us forward. So work on the internal, then work on the external. So this is some of the things that we were speaking about yesterday with one of my clients, and that's a pretty sort of standard type conversation. But what I found really interesting about this is one of the first places we quite often start is where are you focusing your energy and where are you focusing your thoughts right now? And so we had think about that, and we had a discussion about that. Now, obviously, she doesn't have the client numbers that she wants at the moment, so she's spending a lot of time focusing on why she doesn't have the clients. What is it that she's doing that's preventing her from getting the clients? What is all of the stuff that's happening around not getting the clients? And so that's where all her energy is going, and she keeps not getting the clients. So obviously, one of the things I wanted you to think about today is get an awareness of an area in your life that you're not getting the results that you want, and then think about, okay, well, am I focusing more on what I do want, the results I do want, which is in this case more clients, and then we can focus on the confidence and the alignment around that, and then taking action in that direction. Or are you focusing on the things that you don't want? I don't have enough clients. Don't have the job I want. My boss is a jerk. I want to do whatever all of those things are. Hi, Emmy. So where's your focus today? Yeah. What is it that you want to get done today? How do you want to feel today? And then where's your focus around that? Maybe you want to feel excited about your day. And at the moment, all you can think about is how crappy you're feeling, which is not excited. So you'll end up with more of that. Now, interestingly enough, I'm pretty self-reflective, which is, one of the things that's helped me get where I am. And I found really interesting because when I got off the phone from my client yesterday and I was thinking about things last night, I was actually speaking to Cam, my partner, about something that in one of the projects I'm working on at the moment is not getting any results. Very, very little results compared to the massive results that I was expecting by now. And I was chatting to him about it and I'm like, yeah, it's really interesting. And then I heard myself having a conversation with my client today and I was like, well, where's your focus? And I was thinking, oh, goodness me, I have been focusing a lot over the last couple of days of the results that I'm not getting as opposed to the results that I am getting. So I did a bit of alignment last night. I shifted my focus, actually came back into my office and sat down last night and thought about, okay, so what is it that I do want around this? Got really clear on what the results that I want are, like quite big picture. Got in touch with my vision again about the stuff that I want to achieve this year, like sort of big picture stuff. And then I thought to myself, okay, great, right? Realign myself, reset my focus, and then off to bed. Went to sleep. Interestingly enough, woke up this morning, walked my son to school, went and got my nice morning coffee, and then on the way back I was checking my emails and I had an email from an old client of mine that was wondering if I can come and do some work with them. So it's not actually the focus exactly the project that I wanted, but I've opened up to that energy again of what I do want rather than what I don't want. And this project that she's asked me to work on over the next, pretty soon actually, is something that's totally in line with my vision and everything that I aligned myself with last night. So just wanted to ask yourself, I just wanted you to ask yourself, where's your focus right now and how are you following through with that? Because if you're finding that the actions you're taking or not taking are not aligning with you, they're not feeling right for you, they are like disjointed, or you're a bit bored or up and down with it, you're procrastinating, then there's something quite often that we can bring our awareness to that instead of what we do want. So flip your awareness back, get really, really clear on what it is that you do want, and then start taking purposeful action towards what you do want, which is where the confidence and a lot of the clarity comes through taking action. So there you go. Kristen says, love it. I need this right now. Fantastic. Well, I'm so glad I did this morning. And Shivani says positive self-talk. Yeah, it is positive self-talk on one level, and there's a lot of other stuff as well. So don't discount that it's just positive self-talk. Positive self-talk is really, really powerful, but it's actually taking a step back. What is behind the self-talk is the thoughts that drive that. And it's your internal alignment, positive self-talk, how you treat yourself, do you look after yourself, and what you're focusing on, and a whole bunch of other stuff that is driving your action or not action or lack of action. So thanks so much for sharing. If you need anything, let me know. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.